Hey there, you're watching Go on Shaw TV, coming to you today from Port Alberni's newest art gallery at the Aquatic Centre. Well, hello there. You are watching Go on Shaw TV, and we are here at the Aquatic Centre, at Eco Centre, where these pool murals have been gracing the walls for about half a year now. They're amazing, they're wonderful, and the lady that made it happen is our own Melissa Martin. Melissa, this turned out even better than you expected.
It did. It was a really great surprise for us, absolutely.
So tell me, who painted all of these murals?
Well, we had a number of artists. We had 11 artists in total, ranging from the age of 12 all the way up to, I'm not going to say the last little bit of age, but certainly a number of artists, professional and non-professional. So it was a combination of both.
And they have been such a sensation. We're going to be talking to Mickey, one of the instructors here at the pool, in a few minutes about what an impact it's made. But you've heard all sorts of things from the community about how much they enjoy this.
It is. I think it's opened people's eyes up to what we have here in the community, the talent, the multitude of talents that are here in the community. And this is just another one of the other avenues to display that kind of artwork here in the community, as well as giving a gift back to the community.
It's almost as if art is breaking out of the frame, it's breaking out of the galleries, it's hitting the street and hitting the swimming pool.
I think it is. I think that this is really giving another platform, if you will, to artists in the community. I mean, we have lovely galleries all over the valley, and this is just another step in that direction of wanting to expose all the wonderful artists in the community.
Now, if you're wondering why we're talking about it now, because these have been up for a while, it's because this was phase one and phase two is getting ready to kick off.
Yeah, we decided it was such a success, and our goal, our end goal at this is to eventually fill the walls of the pool and to make this a very beautiful place and welcoming place for people to come and swim.
I think that is such a wonderful aspiration. We're going to be telling you a little bit more about it in just a minute or two, how you can apply, because you know, not all of this art was created by people who would normally be thought of as professional artists. A lot of it was done by people you might meet on the street and you don't even know they paint. But we'll tell you more about that in just a few minutes. First, we're talking about swimming. Now, this is a swimming pool. It's lovely and warm here. It makes me feel like jumping in. But not too long ago, there was another swim, a very chilly swim. We're on location today at Canal Beach. January 1st, it's the polar bear swim happening. There are a lot of crazy people around here, a lot of them decked out in wild outfits. Now, in a moment of weakness, the Centennial Bells convinced me to wear this outfit, a 1914 bathing suit. I'm not wearing the hat. I'm going to check out what everybody else is wearing today. I can see by your t-shirts you're from the Bread of Life. Are you all going swimming?
I'm going swimming.
I'm going swimming. I'm not going swimming.
Okay, half and half.
They're cheering for us. Yes.
And I can see your outfits. What's with the hats?
They're just Happy New Year hats. Happy New Year hats.
Do these crazy wigs make it easier to go in, do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they keep my head warm.
Yes.
Terry thinks I should wear the hat.
Definitely, definitely. It just completes your outfit. I want to see you sopping wet, young lady.
I'm not wearing the hat.
Yes, you are. Here.
No. So are you guys going swimming?
I'm going swimming, definitely. I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to? What's with that?
My grandma won't let me.
Grandma, he should be going in, but you're allowed.
Yeah.
So tell me, is it easier when you dress up goofy?
Somewhat, yes. It's never actually as cold as you really fear it's going to be, but it's cold.
Okay, I'm afraid it's going to be very cold, and I'm not alone in that. But there is no shortage of energy and enthusiasm on the beach today, with individuals and groups here for all sorts of reasons.
We're here with Pete today to support Totem and bring the Totem spirit down here to the polar bear swim. So we thought it'd be a really cool way to get our school involved with the community, because this is an awesome thing for us here.
Lots of spirit here. Are you really going in like this, Pete?
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, Pirate Pete may not be going in, but well over 100 other swimmers are. And leading the pack is former Mayor of Port Alberni, John Douglas, who has championed this event from the very beginning.
a ton of people involved, and everybody has been really great at pulling together. All the sponsors, the businesses that have come on board to provide donations. A toonie for everybody who goes in the beach is going to the Bread of Life, and some people are paying a toonie in order not to go in the water too. So it's great, and it's fun, it's silly, it's stupid, and everybody enjoys the community aspect of coming down to the waterfront.
Okay, that fun, silly, goofy spirit kind of shows up in costumes. A lot of people wear costumes. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, humans are strange creatures.
Humans are strange creatures. You know, that pretty much sums it up. From all of us strange creatures at Canal Beach, Happy New Year. And for the record, I did not wear the hat. Yikes, that was cold. That was the coldest polar bear swim I've been in yet. I've been in 3, that was my 3rd. But you know what? Because of the businesses coming online, making the donations, somewhere around $1,000 was raised for the Bread of Life at that single event, polar bear swim. So good on you, Port Alberni. What a great way to start off the year. Now we are still here at the Aquatic Center talking about the mural project. Phase 1 is on the wall. Phase 2 is getting ready to kick off. And Mickey Schwartz, who works here at the pool every day, you really understand what a big impact this has had on the pool and the people that visit.
It has been so incredibly positive. The public has been so happy to see something so creative and beautiful added to the pool. The color that it's brought in, yeah, we're really pleased to have this opportunity.
And you know, it's funny because before the camera started, we were chatting a little bit. This kind of took you by surprise.
I was very surprised. The impact was much greater than I thought it would be, not just on the people that utilize the pool on a daily basis, but public that I have never seen before, that have come in and they have seen the art and they love it so much, and then they see what we're doing here and then they take interest in that. And it's been just a really great upward spiral for us.
So I'm guessing you are pretty excited that they're going to put more up on the walls.
I would love to see that. We have some people that are a little bit timid when they first come in. They don't see the artwork right off, but if we had artwork on the west wall, they'd see it the minute they walk through the door, and then they would be a little bit more curious and they would see the artwork that's existing, and it would just be so wonderful to have it just that little bit more.
Does it make you want to pick up a paintbrush and do one yourself?
Oh, I don't know about that. I'm a pretty good swim teacher, but I don't know about artists.
And we wouldn't want to lose you as a swimming instructor. So
thank you.
Nikki, thank you so much. You know what? It is exciting to be here. It is exciting. The colors, the chairs, the seating area, it all adds so much to the whole experience. Now, we were talking just a few minutes ago about the polar bear swim, but you know, people didn't just take a swim to start off the new year. Some were out there counting our feathered friends in the annual bird count.
You kind of know where to look after a while, and that's just ingrained, I guess. You know, you kind of learned that over the years.
Sandy not only knows where to look, he knows exactly what to listen for, and even how to get them to come to him.
You can attract birds sometimes by what they call pishing. Psh, 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 psh. And lots of birds sort of perk up and hop up and are more easily visible because they're wondering what that noise is. They're attracted to it.
Sandy's had a fascination for birds ever since he can remember.
It's just something I was born with. I've always been interested in birds. My mom tells me that I was going, you know, bird, bird, when I was like in the cradle.
But this pastime has sparked an awareness of environment, the outdoors, and nature. Sandy uses his birding skills and knowledge to take part in the annual bird count.
For me, it's important. For ornithological science, it's pretty important. For lots of nature lovers, it's important. There's thousands and thousands of people right across Canada, the United States, and actually Mexico, South America that do this every year.
Locally, there's a 15-mile, 24-kilometer circle where participants cover the Alberni Valley, identifying different bird species and recording their numbers.
We go to areas where we think there's going to be lots of birds, and that would be, backyard bird feeders, parks, the harbor key, just wherever we think we'll find birds. And we collect the information, not just the number of birds and species, but we collect them by how far we've gone and number of hours we're looking. And we don't look for anything specific, we just look for what's there.
Every year there are some unusual birds that are spotted during the count. And this year was no exception.
We saw white-winged crossbills. That was Guy Monty from the news, saw that. Barrow's golden eyes down at China Creek. The only place you'll find them in the valley is in China Creek because the habitat is much saltier than what we have in the inlet.
There's definitely an abundance of birds in the Alberni Valley. So I just had to ask Sandy, a man who's been fascinated with birds his whole life, what exactly is his favorite bird?
My favorite is whatever I prefer at the time of day it is. Just whatever, like I see a very thrush and I go, oh, that's a great bird. I mean, I admire some birds more than others, but, you can't make me name a favorite.
Okay. Let's just say that Sandy's favorite bird is a variety. For Go on Shaw TV, I'm Jenny Fortin.
Thank you very much, Melissa, for that Art Avenue. You're really doing double duty here today.
Well, it's all good. Thank you very much for having me.
It's a pleasure. She kind of owns the screen, doesn't she? Now, we're going to take a bit of a break, but Melissa and I aren't going anywhere, so you please stick with us too, and we'll be right back. Well, welcome back. You are still watching Go on Shaw TV. We are still here at the Aquatic Center, at Eco Center, talking about the mural project. Phase 1 is on the wall behind me here. Phase 2 needs you because it's the public that does these paintings, right?
Yes, actually, yes. Phase 2 is coming. Our deadlines for applications will be on the 15th of this month. So we want everybody to hurry up and get their applications in. They're available at the Roland Art Center, which they will be open on the 12th of January, as well as Eco Center and the Aquatic Center.
And who should be applying? Is it only artists who earn their living through their art, or anybody?
Absolutely not. Like I said earlier, we have from the Phase 1, we had artists that were age 12 all the way up. So honestly, it's anybody who's interested in art and who's interested in giving back to the community, as well as putting their art on the walls.
And the application, they have to have a concept, they have to have something that they can present. This is what I want to paint.
Yes, it's a West Coast aquatic theme. We have the palette already picked out because we want some continuity through this that will continue on in the pool area. So really, it's up to them on what they want, but certainly everything is in the application itself. It's all written out. All supplies will be given to the artists or the people who want to do the painting, so it will cost nothing other than their time and their energy.
And once the applications are received, decisions are made, when are you hoping to have the paintings done and in your hands?
Well, they will have until July 15th to paint the pool mural. So really, it's as long as the artist takes. Some artists can get them done very quickly, some take a little bit longer. We plan to put them up when the pool is closed during the August shutdown, and then we'll have a grand opening to the community in the beginning of September.
This is so exciting. I know when these ones went up, it was like Christmas.
It was, and I think it was a wonderful experience for the artists as well as ourselves. And because it was so new, we really didn't know what the expectations were, or we had our own expectations, and it surpassed it. I mean, it's just a beautiful addition to this pool.
I think it is, and thank you so much for coordinating. Thanks to Karen Freely and Rob Cranevelt, who were a big part of this project as well, and all of the artists. Good on you, girl.
Yeah, it was a great connection. It was a great community effort, and I think that's really what we're all about. A community with the heart really stands up.
Holy cow, I don't know what else to say. Melissa, thank you so much. We're the community with a heart. You want your art on the wall here, I think, in Port Alberni's newest art gallery. Now, we are almost at the end of Go for another week, but before we say goodbye, we're going to head down to Victoria with Dan Kahn, who is talking to people on the street about the possibility of selling legal marijuana in BC liquor stores.
Today on Talk to Me, liquor stores selling marijuana.
What?
BC liquor stores want to become your weed dealer.
You're kidding me. So now what? I'll have a 6-pack of Herman's Dark Lager, a bottle of Glenfiddich, and a 1/4 ounce of Purple Kush? This is madness.
Hush.
Ow! What was that for?
BC liquor stores want to sell non-medical cannabis after it becomes legal.
So what's next? Lottery kiosks selling handguns? BC Ferries offering magic mushrooms with a sunshine breakfast?
What kind of message does this send to our young people?
Why can't we just get a buzz on like the good old days? You know, from beer, cigarettes, gambling, sugar, junk food, prescription drugs.
Is it a good idea that you could buy weed as easily as buying a Merlot? Hey,
talk to me.
Liquor stores are talking about bringing marijuana in, selling marijuana
in
in
a liquor store?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good idea, bad idea? What do you think?
I wouldn't say you should put them together.
Well, actually, you know what? They don't go hand in hand as you'd think.
Tell you why.
Well, you get the spins.
Well, alcohol it will hit the body real hard if you drink too much. If you smoke too much weed, it'll hit your mind real hard. Now you got two of them hitting you real hard, man. That could be a lot. Give me my weed. Give me my weed, baby. Is it I need? Is it I need?
Why do you think it's better in dispensaries than the liquor stores?
It's more regulated.
I just smoke the cracker, lamb, the method, and the speed. Only thing you should smoke is the good weed.
I don't think it's necessary for that to be done, because to the best of my knowledge here in the city of Victoria, there's already over 30 places that are selling them licensed behind closed doors with a doctor's note and everything else like that.
Actually, I come from a country where pot is pretty legal.
Where are you from?
Holland. If it was up to me, I would say go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't stop it.
So tell me what you need. My favorite kind is the BC breed.
Will they be able to smoke it anywhere they want, affecting other people? Because that would be a real bad idea.
At least it would be regulated if it went with the government. So yes, good idea.
It's a good place for it. I think if they've got the infrastructure, it makes sense.
I think it's a safe place for it to happen. I think it's a controlled area. I mean, I can't really touch on it much because I don't know much of how it's being sold now.
Dr. Waller used it on the fight lung disease, give me my weed. Yeah, you know it.
Well, who knows? Marijuana and BC liquor stores one day could become a joint effort.
This province is going to pot.
Stop it. I'm Dan Kahn. Next time you see me,
talk to me. We're on location here just outside the Regional District Office, and I'm talking with Russell Dyson about an event that's coming up, a disaster management information event.
Yes, that's right. The Regional District is working with the Canadian Red Cross in order to create a group of volunteers that can help us with emergency social services. Those are the people that respond to even small-scale emergencies, apartment fires and such, and help people to bridge them into accommodation and the necessities of life in an emergency.
This sounds like one of the most vitally important volunteer positions that there can be.
It is, and we've had a tremendous group of volunteers. Susie Van Herwarden was one of the key people that's helped us through this in the past, but we need more people, and we need a new group of volunteers to come forward. So we're working with the Red Cross to educate, inform those people, bring them together, and help us in the event of an emergency, small or large scale.
Now, there has to be a lot of training involved, but first there's an information session.
That's right. It doesn't take a lot of training. It's the general skills. It's being good with people. It's being able to fill out a few forms. There's a few forms that are required, so we'll show you how to do that, how to be compassionate in these experiences, and how to work with people.
So when is this event? When should people come out?
The event is happening here at the Regional District offices on January the 12th at 7 p.m. and you'll meet with the Red Cross and their leaders, as well as Dan Holder, our Emergency Services Coordinator.
And if people aren't able to get out on the 12th, or if they've just missed it already because this is airing after the 12th, they can still find out?
Yeah, lots of opportunities. It's not the one time. If anybody is interested in this or hearing us after the event, please contact Dan Holder, our Emergency Services Coordinator, and he'll help to get you involved as well. We're always looking for people.
Well, that does bring us to the end of the show for another week. I'm sincerely hoping that enough people are going to put in their applications to create art for the mural project that this wall behind me is going to be a sea of color a year from today. Until we meet again, be good to each other.